Okay, this is my team of 11. They're going to be playing in the formation of a 3-5-2. So in goal would be Andy Gorham. Played with Andy for the national team. He was a fantastic goalkeeper, not conventional, wasn't the biggest and tallest, but he was cat-like. He was a good goalkeeper. In the back three, at the base of the back three, it's Willie Miller, Aberdeen legend. Played that position as a sweeper in the days where there were a number of really good sweepers around, but he was definitely one of the best. To the right of Willie Miller will be Jurgen Kohler, a player I played against or played with in Germany. Played against him in training, and it was difficult enough. He was a fantastic centre half. He would elbow his teammates in training as long as he won. And he was a German international and played for Borussia Dortmund. Richard Gough, another Rangers player, so it's two in my team with Gorham. Obviously, a well-known centre half, physical, could read the game really well, was decent in possession as well, and I think all in all was just a massive leader, so he's in my team. From mid to front, I think I've got some really special players. I had loads of choice, so I went for a 3-5-2 so I could fit all these players in. Gary McAllister has to be in my team. Fantastic player. Played obviously in England national team. Played for Liverpool. I really enjoyed playing in the same team as him for Scotland. Alongside him, another Aberdeen legend for me, a player that was a little bit underrated, didn't get as many international caps as he should have, Jim Bett. Really strong player, brilliant in possession. You could never take the ball off of him, knew the game, kept it simple at times, but had a touch of flair as well, and he was a fantastic player to play with. In front of the two of those players, in that sort of 10 position, is a player called Andy Moeller, who was a very famous player in Germany for the German national team, for Borussia Dortmund, for a number of teams in Germany. He was called Bambi. He used to go down quite easily, and the opposition fans in the stand used to wave white flags and whistle at him, but he was unbelievable. He was a fantastic player. On the right hand side, slightly wider, is Hans Koolhuis, is a Dutch player who came to Aberdeen and lit the side up back in the 90s, and he was famous. I think it was one of his first goals was an overhead kick for Aberdeen, and he was in the side for 2 or 3 seasons and was pretty much a revelation, and it was great. I was about 18, 19 at the time. Watching him come into the side was fantastic. Further left, we're going to go with Stefan Chapuisat, a Swiss player, really top player, unbelievable left foot, could score so many goals in different ways. Was fantastic on the ball, linked up really well, wasn't the quickest, but because he had that skill and he could beat a player, he stood out. And I think in sort of when I played that sort of modern day, he was a one-off, because there's not many players that can go and take people on, so he has to be in my side. Striker is difficult for me. I was a striker myself, and there were so many good strikers around when I played, but Michael Mols was a player that I really loved playing with. He played in Holland and eventually joined Rangers. I actually played with him in Holland before he joined Rangers, and I remember that when eventually I came back to Aberdeen and he was at Rangers at the time, I've just come back, played my first game. It's at Pittodrie, and Michael Mols is playing for Rangers. He's warming up, and I've just waved over to him. He's come on over here. So I've gone over to him, shook his hand, said, "How are you? How's things going?" He said, "Oh yeah, everything's good. I'm really enjoying Scotland, blah blah. But I've got something for you." And he pulls out of his shorts, he pulls out a DVD of his greatest goals, and he gave them to me, and said, "See if you can start practicing." So he had a bit of banter about him. Really good player, and I suppose another one that had a bit of banter and was, I mean, probably one of the best was Ali McCoist. How can you not want Ali McCoist in your team? It gives you lots and lots of goals. It's going to be pretty. I suppose it's going to maybe upset a few Aberdeen fans that I've got McCoist, Gough and Gorham in my team, and Bett, who also played at Rangers, and Michael Mols, who eventually went to Rangers, but they are really good players. My super sub would be Gaza. Why not?